Hey guys, it's me man Action here, bringing you guys some more things right. Ace Attorney Just Brawl. In the last part, we started off with the cross-examination of Will Powers and what he actually saw the night of the murder. He said that he saw the defendant, what's his name, Matt Engarde, talking to a butler, and the butler, and Edgeworth is desperately trying to prove that the butler was the assassin, Shelley the killer. So right now, I believe there is more to Will Power. There's more stuff to Will Power's testimony, and it's going to add it, and is going to add to it right now. After leaving one's room, the bellboy went and knocked on the Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the pocket. Then the old guy just left. The old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So I might as well while this game is going. 2 days from now, I don't know when I usually upload this. I kind of just record, and then I kind of just record. Like I'm ahead of like recordings for like about a week. I'm like a week ahead. So this is probably next week when I recorded this. So last week, or when it's uploaded, wait, hold on. This will probably get uploaded the week after I recorded it. So that means that last week on Tuesday, the Nintendo Direct happened. I did the video yesterday, which is Wednesday, the day after the Direct, and I uploaded that. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I want to do more scripted stuff on this channel. It's actually pretty hard because reading and scripting is like, I can script fine. It's just recording, practicing, and all that is a bit too long. But even I wouldn't stupid spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? From the door of the bathroom with my left eye, in a sort of sneaky spy-like. Oh yeah, a cloud came out as well. I bought him the night. Yeah, it was about like 2 hours. It was about midnight when I downloaded him. Because the eShop servers were going ham. Like, everyone was trying to download this guy. Bayonetta being revealed. That was awesome. For me, it was awesome because I voted for her. If you don't believe me, I don't care. To be honest. But like, I voted for her. I couldn't believe that she was in. I still can't believe that she's in. I still like, I watch that trailer every so now and then just to reconfirm my suspicions and stuff. It's kind of crazy though. So who took this on something the bubble handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. Well, it was Mr. Engarde's room, correct? So it could have been Mr. Engarde himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person in the room the thing, hold on, there's more to that. We got an option, isn't it? We got multiple options, so we might as well explore them. Let's speed it up using the speed up button. He gave something to this person. Yeah. What was this something? Hahaha. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you can't remember, Mr. Powers? I'm trying to find like a suitable position for my microphone without like just blowing a lot of wind into it. When the boy left the crime scene, he it creates those popping noises, and I don't really like it because I can hear it on the when I edit, and I don't know how to get rid of them. Yes, yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really important? I recorded this game like 2 days ago. Hmm. My recordings are very sporadic. I want to get this game done by the end of the week. Because I think I'm like, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly done. Like, I got like, I think an hour or a half, an hour and a half of this game left. Yeah, it was kind of looks like one too. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know. Looks like for this trial is to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever that statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one. Take a chance, Phoenix. Well, powers, continue your testimony. What does the bellboy do after that? I think I know exactly what the thing was. I said it was wooden statue. I think it was this. What was the point of that poignant pause? Where did that objective come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. Where is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the thing. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this in Engarde's mansion. At the defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Surely the killer assassinated one Corrida in his room. And then he sold this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Engarde's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Engarde is the killer's client. Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. If you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? I would like to explore the bear itself. Because we know nothing about this bear. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This was found at Mr. Engarde's mansion. However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I was trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Engarde who took this bear to his mansion. Why? That's very true. We didn't even consider that point, Mr. Wright. No way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew, disaster averted. You have gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. You haven't gotten the best of me yet. I read some things wrong sometimes. I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Can't believe it. The butler. All this time, he was the killer? The killer and Engarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Engarde's mansion as his butler. That's a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to the Engarde mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. I assumed that because it would have been bad had the police found it during the investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to? I plan to explore clearly clearly shaky place in Mr. Power's testimony. What? There is still another one? Another one. There is indeed, Your Honor. GJ Carly, man. What are you trying to pull? Oh well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you rather explore further? What questionable point? The person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave someone the person inside the room. I need a tissue. I apologize, sorry about that. I kept the game going while I got rid of my sniffles. But anyway. I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm? It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it. You've got to be kidding. Are you sure about that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order! Looks like you've dug yourself your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we know, Engarde is the Nickel Samurai. Not really. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've had enough. We know what the bear figurine was at the defender's mansion, as well as who received the bear from the assassin's room. And everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Engarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you cannot win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? Or should I? Raise an objection! Dum bum bum. There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one-day trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the client of the assassin. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Engarde mansion. It's possible that that this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possibly a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes. Tis. Is that all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, then let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer? The real client of the killer is, I don't know. There's only one person that could both wear the costume and also have access to Matt Engarde's house, and that is his manager, Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Engarde for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw, that could have very well been Mr. Andrews. But what about Mr. Engarde? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at the Mr. Engarde's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Engarde did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on something else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is the same Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order! All disrupted parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Yeah, Your Honor? For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Engarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. I see. Well then, the court will now take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Ha ha ha. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but what? We don't have any more time. If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck? Is all of our hope for naught? A tent! A tent? I could see a circus tent. Mia. It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called her away, called you away. She looked into a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. Very big circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300 feet radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle around the map about 300 feet radius from the main tent. Hurry! I can see a mailbox under the window. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old building, maybe the third floor or so. I heard her. An old office buildings. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gosh, you please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. You have to make this last. You have to make this count, I believe. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to the client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real killer. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Agent Andrews, to the stand. She still has that book on her. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why? Why does she... Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At the center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Wow. It's a jewelry box? It's a puzzle. That's cool. I kind of thought it was. Kind of looked like it was because of all the slits and stuff in it. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. The bears. The bears. Everything comes to the bears. A puzzle? That's right. It looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. The people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that it was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you could take it apart? And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Ooh, this is most interesting. A boy in his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. He's messing around with evidence, really? So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend I went to Switzerland, and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear. So I thought it would be perfect for one. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness. Let's continue with your testimony. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with this same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get what was inside. It was a toy. But it can never be open again once it's been broken. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as one never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Yeah, and of course that means Mr. Engarde didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that I know exactly. Okay, so it's obvious that Mr. Engarde was the person that hired the killer to kill one creator. Okay, so he got the bear. I think whatever was in that bear was something that one creator was going to use to expose Matt Engarde. That's what I think, anyway. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this: what is inside the box? What's inside the box? What's inside the goddamn box? That's right. That's what's in the bloody box. That's right. That's what we have to find out next. Witness, you're the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as he solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. It's opened. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. Oh my god. I don't think we need to guess at what this is, do we, Mr. Wright? I know exactly what it is. Suicide note. It's the suicide note that one hid. Yep. Until now, no one knew about its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, one creator himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting, and she was just beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed the crime. It's not committed the crime, committed suicide. Damn, I don't know where I get these words from. Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right, at least that's what I would think. And then I believe it is only appropriate to the content of this note be made known. Can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it, and I was going to burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could read the contents of this note aloud, very well. His voice rang loud. What the fuck? Sorry about that. That was internet. That was a fucking computer doing stupid stuff. Okay. In her note, Celeste left to us a record that happened to her about being used and then thrown away by Mr. Engarde, about being engaged to a creator and Engarde's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. Something that makes it smile, whine, whatever. Where is it? That was Facebook, and I don't know why Facebook is able to do that. I'm gonna have to go onto the Facebook settings. I don't know how I was able to do that. I don't even have it. Okay, whatever. Facebook. On the night of the murder, one was going to make the concept public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. Mount Guard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public at any cost. There is no margin for doubt here. Mr. Clear's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seemed proof at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy for anyone. Damn. Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on. And buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence: the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through those. The gallows is ready. You would just hand Phoenix for hurry. Suicide note. Which one of these should I sue? Oh man, look at that lawyer. Oh man. Everything is going against us, bro. I think Your Honor believes that Mount Guard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Mount Guard could not have known that what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order, order, order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Fortunately, I think he believes something differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. The type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Engarde and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan Corrido, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Engarde. Order. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch by using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defense's fingerprints were found on this camera. Engarde's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Engarde learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. Got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey now. I'm not gonna read this. That man a bad killer guy. Stop. Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is... Why do you bring kids into a courtroom? That makes no sense. Yes, Chief. Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What am I going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Engarde, Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. And well, what is that, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. He really should investigate? I really hate to see the prosecution get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? Where's the pizza? Can I figure it out? I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Is that better? The defense has no intentions of letting this go easily. You are beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. Your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? Yeah. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine before repeat. Wait. This one. Ms. Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago, which means the handwriting on the suicide note has not yet been analyzed. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, has not yet even remotely been confirmed. Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Engarde. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminatingly accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. She's the only one who knows how to put that thing in there. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Record the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote a note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could frame us. This is so wrong. I don't like it. I did no such thing. I feel sorry for her as well. We're kind of pushing shit. Right. If you're going to pronounce this fake suicide note, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this crap piece of paper as evidence. This means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is the defense, as stated, the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. They spell analyzed with a Z, because it's an American game. It seems that yet again, we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible? That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry the trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis my butt. That's just a lot of buying more time. And God is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think you've reached the end of the line. They're shouting guilty, guilty, guilty. What is that noise? It's the Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? How is he allowed to do that? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal, but the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, catch. Mr. Edgeworth, you've got to buy some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Wait, what you were saying? Mr. Wright, it is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. The court is now adjourned for the day. What the frick? Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes? Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. Okay. So 30 minutes. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Damn, son. 30 minutes. Right, well, what's going on with my situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Can we use them as evidence? Ho. I thought you'd ask that, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent off to the primary first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swapped the stuff and ran. Damn. Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in trouble, too much trouble over this. With my hunk of jerk car, I said I'll be there in 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission. No one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling all the stops and running every red light. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among that would be decisive enough to end this. What the fuck? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe? Answer me. No one can stop. He had an accident. Oh my god. We don't get these items before they do. The police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Wait. I figured something out. There is a way. That's right, there is a way. What now? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is. There's only one person that knows where he could be. The person that put a tracking device on him. Francisca von Karma. Why are you bringing up Francisca at this time? Oh, I see. I tried to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francisca. She even wants to help us? Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. Doesn't suit someone like you to cry unless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, you can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what you must do. Dun dun dun! We're coming towards the end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching today's part. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course hit that like button, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later for some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Peace.